All right, what's up, everybody? This is Sean here, bringing you the 500 to 50K options trading challenge. So, our goal with this is to make 50K by the end of 2021. Today is June 1st. So, basically, we got a little over 6 months to make this happen. Our starting account, my starting account is $500. You can start with whatever you have, you can start with more, you can start with less, but obviously, if you start with less, it's gonna take you a longer time, right? But either way, we can make it happen. And I'm gonna show you everything you need today to make this happen. So number one rule we need to understand is we must trade based on the charts and price action and not emotion. And if you don't know how to read charts, then I will try to share some stuff with you today to at least give you a base, but you need to look up how to read charts and write price action. And I say based on charts and price action and not emotion, because when you're trading, it's easy to be like, oh, I want to get in this trade because it's up so much, or I like to stop. You can't do that, or you can't only trade on the news, right? That's another thing. We can't only trade on the news because sometimes it's a sell the news event and sometimes it's a buy the news events. So we need to take that news and then we need to go and look at the charts and the price action and to see what's happening. And so when we do this challenge, we're going to be using two indicators. That's all we're going to need. We don't need to cloud up our charts with all these different SMAs and all this crap. We're going to use two indicators and that's it. And that's going to help us stay clean. That's going to help us control our emotions. That's going to help us find our price entries, our price targets, and our stop losses. So as we get into the next part, we must have a desired entry, which is when we're going to buy into the stock option or the stock at a certain price. And then we need to have a price target or a PT where we think that stock can get, which is going to be where we start taking profit. And of course, you can leave some on to run, but we need to be able to start taking profit or completely close out our trade because we have a defined price target. And then lastly, we need to have a stop loss for if we, make the wrong choice and the stock doesn't do what we think it was going to do, and then it starts going against us. We need to have a defined plan for, okay, if it does this, I'm going to get out when it gets to this price point, or 50% max on your premium that you pay for your option. And for the most part, it's basically, I'm sure you've heard this, but buy the dip or short the bounce. Buy the dip means buy calls when the stock is going down. It doesn't have to necessarily be just dropping a lot, but if especially stocks go down a lot in the morning, usually they people are taking profit, so stocks usually dip in the morning. And yeah, and short the bounce means basically when a stock flies up high, you want to short that and get a put to get it back down to sustainable or normal levels, right? So we must be patient and wait for the best entries. I already said that, but that's very important because a stock can do what you thought it was going to do. But if you got in too late and it barely moves, you're not going to really make any profit. And you might even lose money because you got in too late. So we need to understand where our best entries are at. Another very important thing to understand is the less trades we take, the higher our chances of winning become, right? I'm going to say that again. The less trades we take, the higher our chances of winning become, right? If I can only take one trade a day and I'm 1 for 1, that's the best thing you can be. Or 2 for 2, that's the best thing you can be. And then the more trades we take, the higher our chances of losing become, because now we're putting ourselves in the market longer, we're taking more risks, we're taking more trades, and that is not what we want to do. We want to try to take the least amount of trades as possible and have high conviction plays and make them happen. And then I'm going through all these bullet points and I'm going to show you how to find stocks. I'm going to show you how to buy options. I'm going to show you how to do everything you need to do to start making money today. So now, once you understand all this, we need to decide, okay, how much am I trying to make on my account each day? Me personally, I'm trying to be cash each day by the end of the day, and I'm trying to make at least 20% on my account each day, especially to start off. As I get more capital, that 20% is going to go down because I don't need to start risking as much. If once you get 10,000, you might not necessarily need to make 20%, right? To be you make 2% or 10%, right? But to start off, I'm aiming to make 20% on my entire account each day. So on a $500 account, that's going to be $100 each day. So yeah, and then now we need to understand how to find moving stocks, how to place an option trade, understand the fees that go with that, and we need to execute our plan, control our emotions, do not have fear of missing out, and we can't be greedy because that will both kill your account. And then last but not least, share your referral link. If you don't have one, you need to get one for Robinhood and Webull. Get those links so that you can share your referral links with your family and friends. They get a free stock, you get a free stock. You can then, of course, keep those shares, or you can change those shares in for free cash. Basically, you can deposit into your account or just keep it in your trading account, use it to trade options or buy different stocks. And that's completely free. So help us both out. Use my referral link, grab your free stock, then share with somebody else so they can grab their free stock and you get more free stock. So now, without further ado, let's get into it, right? So I'm going to show you my first trade today, my first trades. And this is my first day of the $500 challenge, and I am in profit. So this is the first day. I took 3 trades today. So my 3 trades were SPY and Palantir, right? So I took 2 contracts of SPY. I took 10 contracts of SPY, and then I took 2 contracts of Palantir. Palantir was my overall percentage gain, best percentage gain. And then SPY, I actually lost out on a lot of money because I closed my trade way too early. But as you can see here, these were all day trades. I got in at 9:39, got out at 10:01. I took a put, and then I got in at 9:46, got out at 9:55, another put. And if we pull up the SPY chart, it's gonna make you puke because so I got in around 9:49 on my first one, right? So this, let's say I don't know what the price was, but it was between 421.31 and 421.10. And then I got out at 10. I got out at 10:01. So I got out right around here, 421.30. And then, but either way, I cost myself a lot of money because as you can see, SPY dropped all the way down to 419.50 and below, right? So if I could have stayed in the trade another hour, I would have been very profitable. I would have made another easy $500 on this trade between the 12 contracts that I had. But again, I got my profits. My total on the day was 66, 60, and $8. So that gives me 126. That gives me a total profit of $134 on the first day of the $500 to 50K challenge. So so let's go to the numbers, right? So if I risk 20% of my account, or I'm trying to make 20% on my account each day, right here, that's $600, right? And that adds up over the course of a month, a year, right? If you made an extra $100 a day, that's about $500 a week, right? That's $2,000 a month. That's gonna add up. But let's say you keep compounding that and you keep getting 20% each day. Of course, there's gonna be days where you lose. There's gonna be days where you make more than 20%. But for the most part, if you can get 20% of your total account each day, right? So I started with 500. I got my 20%. That's gonna be 600. And then you get 20% off of 600. That's gonna get you to 720. And then you get 20% off to 720, 864. And as you can see, this starts to add up, right? After about 30 trading days, if you actually made your 20%, after about 30 trading days, you'd be at over $10,000, right? That's over just a little over a month. If you can make consistently 20% on your account, which is very, very doable if you're smart and you take good entries and take good exits and you understand how to read the charts, right? And as you get more capital, you can lower your risk, and obviously that's going to lower your reward, but you can lower your risk and do 2% and 4% off of your entire account each day. So if you did 2% off of a $5,000 account, boom, that's going to get you $100 a day. Then it's going to get you $200 a day. Then it's going to get you $300 a day. Then it's going to get you $400 a day. And you can see how the math adds up over time, right? And this one is more than doable, right? This is very doable. Getting 2% off of a $5,000 account trading options is so doable that it doesn't even make sense. It's just, again, you need to understand the entries and the exits and how to get in, how to get out, understand how to read the chart. So that is that part. So now, okay, how do we find a stock, right? How do we find something that is moving and that can get us money, right? So the first thing we can do, I have my presets over here. So we're using finviz.com. This is a free service. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go over to Finviz, and you can click on screener, and then you are going to click on there's descriptive, fundamental, and technical. You can click on technical, and you can look for something that is gapping up or gapping down. And that basically means it's going up or it's going down. You can pick the parameters. I like to do at least 5% down or 5% up and then see what you get. You can scan this pre-market. You can scan this during the day. If you pay for the service, you get better data back, especially intraday. But like you can see, boom, this gap down 5%. So let's go look at ABT. Oops. So let's go look at ABT. So my broker I use is TD Ameritrade. But if we looked at ABT, it gapped down. Right? Oh my goodness, this is ugly. But like you can see, Friday it closed at $116.54. And then the market opens at 9:30 a.m. I live in Michigan. It opens at 9:30 a.m. And it gapped down to, it opened at 110.15. All right. So that is a $6 move that it gapped down, or over 5%. So more than likely that move is going to continue the next day. So it opened at 110.15. It popped up, trying to go back up towards that gap. It popped up to $111.30, and then it started going back down. Hit within the first 15 minutes, it lost another dollar, 109.39 basically, and then it just trended down all day, right? Trended down in that direction all day. Boom. So you could have took that trade. By 12 o'clock p.m., that boy hit 106.56. So that's a basically a $3.50 move that happened over the course of basically 2.5 hours. So you could have made that move, went in and got your option contract, right? So you could have got a strike of 110. Boom, you could have bought. So this is how you buy a put. So I'm using Thinkorswim on TD Ameritrade. So basically you would log into your account. You could go to launch Thinkorswim. And then once you get into Thinkorswim, it's going to look like this. And boom, so the 355 is the bid, 455 is the ask. So that means if you pay $4.50 per contract or $450, you could, boom, buy that put outright. Or if you bid on it, someone could sell it, between the bid and the ask. Let's say $3.75. and then say it moved down, you know, $3 or whatever it was, $3.50. This probably was worth like maybe, I don't know, 75 cents or $1 or something like that when the market opened. And then now you are up to a minimum of $3.55. So you made $300 or $250, whatever, depending on your entry, right? So that is basically how you find a stock. And so if we look at my Palantir trade, we're gonna recap this whole trade. So Palantir, I got in at 9:53, got out at 11:14 a.m. and I took 2 contracts and I spent $72 on those contracts. And I sold them for $132 for a $60 profit. So in a little over an hour, I made $60, right? So if we recap this trade, in at 9:53, somewhere on this red candle right here, when it was going down, right? So I bought the dip, and then I held it as it climbed its way back up. Boom. So why did I buy this? Because I was reading the 4-hour chart, the hour chart, and seeing this and knowing that it was probably going to bounce back up to at least test the opening candle of 23.19, right? So I literally got it almost at the bottom and I wrote it all the way back up to 23.30 area, I believe it was. Let me see, I sold it at 11:14. So I wrote it all the way back up to 22. That can't be right. I don't think that's right. 22. I wrote it up to 23. I don't think that. I must have put the wrong time because I definitely sold it around here. I sold it around 23.30 area. So I might have got the times wrong on that. I got to fix that. But I sold it right here at the top because I was looking at this candle of 23.33 right here. It could not break over that. So I'm like, okay, I'm just going to sell it. It might get over that, but I'm good with the profit. And I made my $60, right? But that is that. And then, so now we got to talk about how to set up the 13 and the 55 SMA, right? So in TD Ameritrade, you are going to click on, this little, it looks like a potion bottle, right? You're going to click on that, and then you're going to go over to moving average, right? And then once you click on moving average, you can edit them by clicking on the arrow right there. Boom, and you're going to type in 13. And I have my 13 SMA red. And then you can click simple or exponential. I like to use simple. And then you want to price type, you can just type in close, all right? And then I make it red because it's easier for me. And then the next one, I'm gonna type in 55, boom. And then same thing, simple, close, make it green, boom. And then now here, this is where you find your setups, right? So anytime the red line is getting ready to cross the green line, you know the stock is about to drop or is already dropping. And the further away this red line gets from the green line on any time frame, so this is the 5-minute chart, the furthest red line gets away from the green line, the higher the possibility of a reversal to at least go back up towards the green line, right? So I bought this dip right here and it was making its way back up to the green line, and then I wrote it up and then I sold it, right? I sold it and got my profit. So that's basically how you set up your charts. I'm not going to go into too much detail, but that is a lot for one video. But that is enough for you to get set up and get rolling and get started. Again, you can put in whatever you have, learn how to manage your risk. I'll make more videos as we go, but that is the $500 to 50K challenge. I'm going to start trying to post videos in the morning before market open, or maybe go live during the market hours to show you what it's like trading, show you the trades I'm in, show you how it works, and so we can be profitable together, right? If you're a college student, if you work full time as a parent, whatever it is, you can find hours in your day, especially if you can find time in the morning between 9:30 a.m. and 11 a.m. That's the best time to trade, or between 3 p.m. and 4 p.m. That's the second best time to trade, I believe, to be able to find great entries and great exits and good setups to get in and get out of the market with your options trade and be profitable. So thanks for watching. Hope you liked it. Stay tuned. Make sure you smash the like button if you like this video so you can stay tuned and get alerts for more videos that I make. And let's make this journey. Let's go get this 50K and eventually go get that 500K, eventually get that mil. So thanks for watching and have a great day.